Ralph Bagnall here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the MicroJig MATCHFIT Dovetail Clamps to think outside the bench. Now you've probably seen my workbench in many of the videos that I've done, but I'm not always in the shop working. I have a garage at home that I sometimes have to do home projects in, and of course out on the job site you usually can't bring a full-blown workbench with you. And a lot of folks have to share their workshop space with their car that's parked there when they're not working. So I'm going to share with you some of the ways that I've used the dovetail clamps to be able to build a workstation almost instantly anywhere I need to using common components. So the thought process starts with a pair of Sawhorses. These are inexpensive Sawhorses. You can buy them in most hardware stores and home centers, and they're designed to take 2x4s to span the distance between them, making a work area. But if we take this 2x4 and we put a dovetail groove down each edge, now I can add the dovetail clamps anywhere along it that I need to. With this setup, I can cross-cut my boards as needed for further processing while being able to control both sides of the cut. And of course, we've all thrown a piece of plywood on top of a couple of Sawhorses in order to form a work center or a work table, and that's always a little bit sketchy because it's not the most stable system, but now I can use my dovetail clamps to lock the plywood onto my 2x4s and have a workstation that I can actually work on without worrying about it tipping or rolling or moving while I work. And now your power tools can be added as well. I've mounted my chop saw to just a piece of board, scrap plywood, again with the dovetail grooves underneath. So now I can actually align it on my work table and use a couple of dovetail clamps to clamp directly to the 2x4 underneath, holding both my work table and my chop saw in place while I get ready to work. So again, my chop saw is held steady, and I don't have to worry about it moving or rocking or falling over while I'm working. I've got a stable, reliable workstation set up. And I want to encourage you to take this concept as far as you can. Wherever you can add a dovetail groove, you can have a clamp. This is a little right angle jig that we've developed as a test bed and a demo unit for some of the retail displays. It's got dovetail grooves in a grid pattern all along it, along with holes where you could use standard dog hole type pieces as well. And it's made of two parts that are bolted together with a bracket. Now, I've got dovetail grooves on the underside as well as on the top. So I can slip this over my 2x4 and clamp it in place quickly and easily, giving myself a little right angle end vise or whatever you want to call it. To find out more about how the MATCHFIT Dovetail Clamp can help you think outside the bench, visit our website at www.microjig.com.
MicroJig. Work safer. Work smarter.